Good morning, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do the collective reading for March 12th, 2019. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, much love. You know I love you. So if you are new, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. Remember, these are general readings. This is for the collective, so it may not resonate with you, and that's perfectly fine. There are plenty of other readers out here doing their thing, and I fully support it. So with that being said, I am going to share this real quick, and we will get started. So how's everyone doing this morning? If you're new, let me know who you are, where you're from. I like to get to know my people. So let's see. Share this to the tribe group. So yeah, how's everyone? Seriously, don't be shy. All right, there's tribe. And let's go over to Whispers on Facebook. There we go. All right. So let's see what we got going on. Hi, Julian. Yeah, if you stay towards the end, if I have time, I will pull a card for anyone who needs it. So make sure you stay tuned to the end and I will answer questions if you have any, okay? So again, this is a collective reading for March 12th, today. So this is going to be any information that you need to know today in order to best move forward in any situation that comes up. Any messages that do come out, I always say, most of the time I can't even remember what comes out of my mouth, so take it for what it is. But usually the messages resonate with a lot of people, so I just keep doing it. Now, so this could deal with any aspect of your life. It could be work, it could be your sense of self, relationships, however those may look, whether it be family, friends, significant other, whatever the case may be. But we will see what comes out. Usually it kind of touches on a little bit of everything. So it's whatever message is for your highest good, okay? Yeah. So already they're leaning more towards partnerships, relationships, and again, that can be any relationship in your life. So it could be your parents, your siblings, your friends, your lover, your ex, whatever the case may be. But the cards that are coming out are ask for your needs to be met in partnerships. So God and the angels come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. And partnership. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So the way that I'm actually taking this is, listen, a lot about forgiveness, about, oh my gosh, there's a chigger. Oh my God. It's so gross. Sorry about that. So no matter what the relationship looks like, a lot about forgiveness and setting boundaries have been coming up a lot lately. So no matter what partnership we're talking about, it's really important that you set your boundaries, know what you need from the partnerships in your life, and don't be afraid for your need to ask for your needs to be met. Whether you are asking that person or if you are having a hard time understanding the relationships in your life, then ask source, okay? No matter what your higher power is, take it how it resonates. I follow a lot of different ways of belief. I don't necessarily just follow the Christianity. I believe in God. I believe in source. I believe in universal oneness. So there's a lot that you can ask for help, because there's many different divine beings out there that are willing to assist us. Now, if you're not really sure what you need from the partnerships in your life, that is the first thing you need to know. How are you feeling? How do you want to feel? And what can you do, not only for yourself, but for the partnerships in your life, to kind of keep that flow going? Because listen, it is a two-way street. You cannot put all your time and energy into someone else and not be giving it to your giving it to others, but not giving it to yourself, and then wonder why your needs aren't being met. So that is the first thing. Now, when it comes to any sort of partnerships in our life, we have to be able to say, hey, I want to do this, or I want to experience this. I need my needs to be met. And there's nothing wrong with speaking up for yourself. So no matter what it is, and whether the other person accepts that or does anything about it, that is completely on them. You cannot do anything about it. But you have control over how you respond to the situation. So when you don't get what you want, you can look at it from a standpoint of, well, at least I stood up for myself. I voiced my concerns. I voiced my needs, and this person isn't willing to give it to me. You have to take that. Like, you can't force someone to give you what you need. If they love you, respect you, and truly care for your well-being, and it's a natural part of the cycle, they're already going to do it anyway, right? And if they don't, and you tell them, then they're going to step up to the plate. But again, you can only voice your concern. You can't force someone to do it for you, okay? So, and we'll get more into that too, see how this kind of plays out. But all right. Savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of self-care and a path to feeling secure as you focus upon your divine life purpose. Then we also have conscious consumer, detox your friendships, and block out distractions. So the way that I'm kind of taking this, and yes, savings does mean financial with this card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just towards financial. Hi, Danny. Good morning. Um, with the way that this is kind of leading up, I feel like this is more about saving and protecting your own energy, not giving so much away that you're starting to lose your momentum, right? If you feel like you're giving anything too much time and energy, and it's like slowing your process or the flow of energy, maybe the really mental aspect is starting to kick in, like, you need to detoxify from this, okay? Come back to a more grounded state of being, uh, more of acceptance, surrender, whatever that may look like for you. But I feel like this is more of protecting your innocence, okay? That childlike energy within, to have fun and embrace the experiences that you have. Now, with conscious consumer, detox your friendships and block out distractions, I feel like there might be certain aspects of the relationships in your life, whether it be past, present, or worrying about the future, whatever it is. But I feel like this is more of either past or present, where you have to understand, whether it be your friends, your family, or significant other, there are people in your life that are blocking your flow of abundance. So it's really important for you to look at the relationships in your life, see what's benefiting you, what's draining you, what's supporting you, what isn't, and kind of be at this place of understanding and acceptance that not everyone is meant to be in your life and not meant to be there forever. So if you feel like you are being distracted or drained, then you need to distance yourself from these people and be a little more conscious about who you're letting in your life. That is what I see. Okay. So, and you might want to be a little more conscious of how you're asking for help, what you're asking for. listen, be careful what you ask for. Sometimes, listen, the Garth Brooks song, oh God, what's the name of it? Unanswered prayers is coming up. Sometimes God's greatest gifts is unanswered prayers. So you can keep praying and praying and praying. If it doesn't happen, it is for a reason. Okay. Everything happens in divine timing, but sometimes they're protecting us from going through this turmoil. And we want it so bad that we keep pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to fight for it to come back. Right. So be a little more conscious of what you're asking for, how you're asking for it, and be a little more cautious of what you're actually trying to manifest in your life. Okay. If you have someone in your life that isn't necessarily good for you, but you're attached and you want it, that's not necessarily healthy. So you trying to ask for that to come back into your life probably isn't a good thing. That's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel the need to say that. Now, with the partnerships and detoxify your friends, there are a lot of partnerships that we have to reflect on and be honest about. Like, does this situation necessarily serve me, or is this something that I'm kind of holding on to because I feel obligated? And when it comes to saving your energy, you're going to have to block out those distractions. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So let's see. Now we're going to move on to the angels, Nature's Whispers. Angels. Nature's Whispers. I was thinking of Angels of Abundance, which is the deck that I just used. But yeah, make sure y'all like and share this too, please. The more that y'all like and share, the more people can see it. And these messages might help someone out there that has not seen my channel yet. So make sure that y'all are putting that energy out there. If you resonate with it, someone else might too. So all right. Now we have be gentle with yourself, be your best self always, and hope and happiness. All right. So it seems like there are a lot of deep connections going on. There's a lot of, we're still in this purge. I can feel it. A lot of people can. And this is a real good time for us to come to that place of acceptance for ourselves and realize who we truly are. Like, I posted this thing on Instagram today, and it was talking about forgiveness and the patterns and traits that we picked up from, the trauma that we endured, and forgiving ourselves for doing the best that we could with the information we had at the time. We don't always make the best decisions, and especially when it comes to that sense of self. Exactly, Danny. So Danny says, as we ascend, they fall away. It's not our job to help them ascend. By letting go, we serve them by raising the planet's vibration. Amen. And it's so true. It's so true. Listen, we are not responsible for anyone else's journey but ourselves. We can be our authentic self and keep that vibration high. And if they are willing to do the work themselves, they will meet you. But you can't force someone. And that's what I was saying earlier. You can't force anyone to do what they don't want to. It just doesn't, it's not like that. You don't want people doing that to you, so don't do it to them. You have to let people be who they truly are, even if it's not what you like to see. Okay. So be gentle with yourself. I feel like this is, especially when it comes to partnerships, if you're having a lot of toxic relationships in your life, you need to be a little more loving and compassionate for you. Um, be aware if you keep attracting toxic relationships into your life, because when you do that, and listen, I've been there, I know how it is, but we have to look at ourselves in this way where if we are inviting people in, no matter, they can be all different races, walks of life, backgrounds, history, it doesn't matter, but you keep falling into the same situation, it's always the same feeling, it's always the same ending, whatever the case may be, and it always leaves you drained. That's when you have to look at yourself and ask, are you the common denominator? And usually you are. You can't expect that just everyone is a shitty person, you are attracting the shitty people. So it's time to raise that vibration, have that new sense of self, that encouragement, that empowerment, know who you are and know what legs you're standing on, be firm with your boundaries, have that compassion. Good morning, Jason. I also feel like this is that there's this longing, right? This longing to get back to self and to true self, especially when it comes to being more conscious and asking for help. I feel like this is what you need to be asking for. Asking Instead of asking for partnerships and relationships that might not necessarily serve you, you always know that the relationship with self will. So the more you know, the more you accept, and the more you embrace self, you will have better outlook and outcomes when it comes to your future and the relationships that you're manifesting. So I feel like this is a really good time, especially today, to tune into your higher self, your inner child, whatever you feel you need today. Tap into that and really learn to embrace who you authentically are, even at this given time. And that's going to change too. So don't give yourself so much crap like, oh, I messed up, blah, blah, blah. Listen, we all messed up. We all got baggage. So it's just time for us to start unloading it. You don't have to carry your baggage everywhere you go. It's time to lighten that load. It's time to embrace the new you and the things that you can accomplish when you are aligned with your higher self and your divine purpose. So then when it comes to these partnerships and detoxifying them, always be your best self. Like, you can't control what other people do. Pay attention to the red flags and the sirens going off. If it feels wrong, it usually is wrong. But this is a time for you to let your hair down and stand out from the crowd. Don't be afraid to be different. So if you have people around you that are following the masses and don't quite understand, sorry, y'all. If you're around people who are following the masses and don't quite understand the journey that you're on, and maybe why you like doing things on your own and why you're trying to embrace your true self, it doesn't matter. Not everyone's going to understand the journey that you're on because we're all on similar but completely different journeys. Okay. So don't be afraid to break outside of the box. Don't be afraid to be your authentic self, no matter who you're around, because the right people are going to embrace that. They're going to see it, they're going to feel it, and they are going to love it. The people who don't quite understand, and listen, I have people in my life that don't understand, but they still accept me and support me. But then again, there's other people who want to spread confusion and hate and like, oh, Jess is a psychic now. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't really care what anyone says about me because I love my fucking life. So good morning, Sheila love. I love you. But this is really that time for us to know exactly who we are, how we want to stand out, what we want to embrace in our lives. And when you are true to you and embracing the best version of yourself, you will start to see these people start falling away. And some of them might even try to convince you, like, listen, I've heard so many times in my life, I miss the old Jess. I don't. I sure as hell don't. Because you know what? That bitch was broken. She was lost. She was miserable, depression, anxiety, health problems. She had no sense of self. I don't miss her at all. And sometimes I even have a hard time remembering who she even is. So now that I can look at things from a different perspective and figure out that these relationships that have fallen away, and yes, it is painful, it allowed me to embrace my true self. And I'm very thankful for that. So this is that time for you to come into that energy. Now, when it comes to the block out distractions and savings, we have hope and happiness. So, I feel too, when we come from that place that Hey, love, how are you? I'm so good. So glad to see y'all. So yeah, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share whatever you can, help support the channel. I feel like there's a lot of these messages that people need to hear. So the more that y'all interact, the more that it's liked, the more that it will recirculate and more people can see it. So I just want to get the messages out. But I will say that, there is a chance. I'm so sorry about the sirens, y'all. So obviously, y'all need to be paying attention to any red flags or, warning signals going off today. So once you break free of the people that are following the masses and coming into that sense of self and your uniqueness, you're going to end up being drawn to the crowd that actually fits your lifestyle, that understands you on a deeper level. And that's where that hope and happiness comes from, because you're blocking out the distractions and the people telling you that's not the way to live your life. Well, who can tell you how to live your fucking life? Don't do that. Save your energy, save your time, and block out anything that does not serve your highest good. If it is holding you back in any sort of way, then you need to release that attachment, because there are more people out there that are waiting for you to align with them. So if you're worried about the relationships falling away now, just know that when you release them and you open up that space for the new people to come in, you will be led to them. Okay, because look, you're following, you're moving towards them, and this whole mass just blends into one, into the universal consciousness. This is your tribe, these are your people, these are the people that get you. Okay, so let's see what we got from the thought tarot. You know what? Hold on one second, because this lady, which I should never do, but it happened. This lady messed with my cards the other day, and I can still feel her on them. Even though I cleared them, I just want to give them a little more Reiki. Give me one second. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. And listen, okay. You don't look at the relationships following. Okay. There's a lot of air energy. Okay. There's a lot of partnerships that are falling away from you. And I know this is going to be a very painful cycle. There's going to be a lot of that mental energy, which I did pick up on earlier, but don't look at this as a defeat. Okay. This is, this is not a loss for you. Okay. It might feel like it now, but it's not. There are better things waiting for you. So don't sit here and think that anyone's getting the upper hand on you. Cause listen, karma's a bitch. Be gentle with yourself through the process. Understand that you have the power to release this mental energy and come more from a heart space. Remember, coming from the heart space, that longing, compassionate energy. This this is not the end of you. Okay? This is not the end. Whatever that means for you. So don't look at this as a loss or defeat. This is just mental energy. This is the ego trying to tell you that no one can replace them, that that void is going to be there. It's not true. Okay. So don't look at it in that way. And if you are asking for help from your spirit guides or the universe or from friends and whatever, and you're not getting that, there is a reason for that. Okay. So don't look at it as, I never get what I want. That is not what's happening. They are giving you exactly what you need, but you need to change the mindset of it feeling that lack. right? When we feel lack, we're telling the universe we don't have any. So that's not the case. Move it towards gratitude, okay? Look at all the things in your life that you have accomplished throughout your journey. Look at all the things that you have overcome with the help of the divine and your sense of finding yourself. This is not a loss, okay? So then we have the Three of Swords, sorrow, okay, with the friends and detoxify your friendships. So yes, I understand that you might be heartbroken. You might feel let down. You might feel backstabbed. There might be too many involved in what's going on and affecting the relationships in your life. But when it comes to the mental energy, which we have air across the board here, this might feel like a dark period for you, but it is going to get better. Okay. When you embrace your true self and always allow yourself to be the best version of you and detoxify these friendships, letting go what does not serve you any longer. Sometimes we hold on to friendships because we feel that we owe them something. Listen, no one owes you and you don't owe anyone. So just clear that off the table real quick, because in reality, they already serve their purpose. So if you have to let them go, understand what you learned from them, what you got to experience, whether it was painful or good, and you're not ready to let it go. Understandable. But if you do not let it go, you are blocking yourself off from the things that the universe truly wants to bring to you. So let go of the ego, let go of the pride, and understand there are better things waiting for you. So then we also have the Six of Swords. So we have the 5, the 3, the 6. Okay. So there's a lot that is like interconnected with this mental energy. You might even feel like you're focusing on this and then you're focusing on that, and they're all cross connected, and it's just too much to even bear. This is where the distractions are. Okay. The distraction is up here, out here. You need to come back to a heart center. You need to come back to the place of self, authentic self, that connection to the divine, and understand. And that's why the cross is in the middle, because no matter what, you can always tune back into love. You can always tune back into acceptance and forgiveness, and let the divine take this weight off you. You do not have, like I said, you do not have to keep carrying this baggage. Okay. Now we're going to be pulling from the Lover's Oracle. See what we got. They are coming. Listen, we're getting threes all over the place. Okay. So, surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. How about that shit? Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And this is what I'm talking about. If you allow that room instead of trying to control the situation, trying to control someone else's behavior, you are going to lose. But if you come from a loving place and just let people do their thing, you do their thing, you do their thing, you do your thing, let them do theirs, okay? You can still have this connection, but you can also allow each other to have that individual space. Okay. You wish you had some bacon. Oh goodness. And time, you are trying too hard, give it time. So again, it goes with the surrender. You need to allow things to unfold naturally. Don't try to force the situation. Block out any distractions, which I really feel is more of the mental energy. And I totally get you, Kurt. I totally get you. But you need to come to this place of coming more into the heart space and understanding that everything is happening as it should. And if they are meant to be there, they will be there. But you need to give it room to evolve, is what I'm hearing. Okay? So don't worry so much. It's okay. It's going to be fine. So that's all I have for you. And I know, oh gosh, I'm having a hard time. Is it Julian? Yes, Julian wanted a card. So if anyone Okay, I got time. So if anyone does need a card pulled, I will pull one for you. Just let me know what your question is. If anyone needs some guidance, personal guidance today. Would anyone like a card pulled? Nobody? Okay, Danny. What advice can you give my bro Danny? Give him something good on health. Okay, I got you, Sheila. Danny, what is going on with my brother? Woo. All right. So it is safe for you to receive, organize for success, obstacles and blocks are lifted, and release resentments about money. So I feel like the resentment about money is kind of an underlying thing because it like flew off to the side and was upside down. So this might be an underlying issue for you, which I know you've been doing a lot better with. So just understand that it might still be lurking underneath the surface and it might still need a little bit of work on releasing that. But it says, the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be the conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. I feel like this is more of just a reminder, Danny. I feel like you already know this. You've already been going through this process, but it's just that simple reminder to get out of your own head and understand that you are doing the right thing, okay? Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. All your good personal work and positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Okay, so I do really feel that you are on the right track. You're starting to open yourself up and get things more organized within your new YouTube channel. And because you're staying more on that positive train, I feel like you're starting to feel those burdens lift. So you know you're on the right track and that you're aligned. So good job, bud. So, yeah, Danny. All right, Miss Sheila on health. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Danny. Yeah, Jason, absolutely. Just gonna have some fruity pebbles. Oh goodness.
Bacon shop.
You gonna put some bacon on that too? Yeah, I need to get on the mid-month readings, but I'll get to it. It's been crazy. So, all right. Okay. So the first thing that I was really sticking out to me, Sheila, is the clean energy food. So I almost feel like it might be time to switch up something in your diet. Like you might need some other vitamins or nutrients. Um, if I almost feel like a lack of energy from you. Um, Not like super bad, but it just, I don't know, it kind of feels more of like a slightly stagnant energy. So, yes, listen, I wish I had the time to just fully go into this and do this all the time, but until I start, you know, getting the paid readings and donations like I need them to, I can't do that. I got bills to pay. So, um, absolutely, I'll get you. All right. So I'm doing Sheila now. Then I'll have Jason. I don't know if Julian's still in here, but so When you fuel your body with healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Good morning, Kate. So, Sheila, I would definitely say that it's probably time to change up something in your diet. Yeah, I love and appreciate you too, sweetie. But the other messages that they do have, and I feel like you're getting some downloads because a lot of these are purple. Okay. So we have unlimited ideas, successful funding, and razor promotion. And they've been saying this to you a lot, Sheila. So if you're having like a hard time actually understanding or downloading the information that you need in order to move forward with whatever adventure you're trying to move towards, changing up your diet will be good for clearing that out. Okay. All right. So then we have Jason looking for career direction. All right. Oh, let go of guilt, Jason. You deserve it. Okay. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation and ask for your needs to be met. But you need to let go of guilt first. Okay. Whether you think you're not good enough, that you're not deserving enough, whatever the position is, I really feel that you have put yourself out there more than once and haven't really got the position that you're looking for, if that makes sense. Please let me know if this resonates. But it's all about divine timing, okay? There are certain partnerships that are going to be coming into your life that are going to be very beneficial for you, but you also have to believe that you are deserving, okay? If you feel guilty for getting the position over someone else or feeling like there are more deserving people, then you're telling the universe that you don't really want this. Okay. So it's really about that mentality of um, coming into speaking up, owning the position that you want, and making the necessary moves to get there. So you also want to be, manifesting. You want to talk to your angels, your spirit guides, make sure that you're keeping in communication with them and letting them know what you want and you need with the people in your life as well. But you need to start making necessary moves, actions, take the necessary steps and let go of that guilt. Okay. I feel like you'll be led. All right. So that was Jason. Let's see what else we got. Okay. So LV, what do I need to let go of or grow into to catch the partnership I really want in my life? Oh, that's a good question. All right. So I'm going to pull one from here. Can you please tell me what LV needs to let go of or grow into to catch the partnership relationship? I'm going to pull one from the Lover's Oracle. Okay, Jason, you're welcome. All right. What does Lee need to release? Okay. That one. All right. Got to work on your trust issues, Lee. So I don't mean to laugh, but I feel like this has kind of been something you've been fighting for a long time and trusting that that relationship's going to come into your life. And when someone does come in, you have a hard time opening up and being vulnerable with them as well. So the first card we have is the obstacles and blocks are lifted, abundance mindset, and trust. So all your good personal work and positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. And then trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So, Lee, what this is telling me is that it's more about how your view of relationships has been. Obviously, you have been through a lot of trauma and turmoil with relationships in the past, and it's really time to shift your perspective of how you're looking at these things. So, know that you've already overcome so much in your life when it comes to relationships. But if you keep carrying, again, that baggage with you, then you're going to carry that over into other relationships. You need to look at yourself and your relationships with that abundant mindset and act as if it's already here. Start getting yourself prepared. Start, whatever you want to experience with your partner, start going and doing those things and open yourself up a little bit. But you also have to learn to trust your ability to see when someone is not authentic and when they are. And when they are, open yourself up to them. It's okay to be a little vulnerable, whether they accept it or not, but that is being your authentic self. So learn to trust your instincts and learn to trust those that you feel are a good fit in your life. Okay. I hope that helps. So, thank you, love. I love you so much, Sheila. You're amazeballs. Um, all right. So let's see who is next. That was Lee. Awesome. All right. So if that is it, I am going to get going. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. Um, yeah. So it's really time to get to the root of that issue, Lee. Like, if you feel that this is something that you've been struggling with your entire life, start small. Like, you don't have to change overnight. It is a process. So start small. Go out. Listen, what I've been doing for myself, because I used to be one of those people that hated being alone or doing things on my own. I had a really hard time with self-confidence and opening up to people. Even though I've been a very talkative person, I love meeting new people, but I don't let just anyone in. Vulnerability, trust, and enjoying my own company are some of the hardest lessons I've learned. Now I can take myself out to dinner. I can have a beer, sit by myself on a patio, write in my journal. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, if I meet people, I meet people. But it's time for us to come into that natural state of being before the trauma, right? Before life conditioned us to be such hard asses. If we don't make that room and we don't open ourselves up, we're never going to experience. And if you want that once in a lifetime love, that's stuff you need to work on, okay? So, thanks, Jason. So yeah, it is a part of the process. If you need help, reach out. I got you. And if anyone needs me or wants a private reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a private reading, but you like this video today and you would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below in the description box. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to keep this going. So make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you need anything, you know where to find me. All my information is down below. So I wish y'all many blessings, lots of love, and be gentle with yourselves today. Okay? Love you. Bye.